that you are more than your physical body, your life experiences, and even your purpose for living? That there's more to your existence than just what you know to be you. Today's video, the last in this series, Life Happens, helps you to have a deeper understanding of these questions. Hello and welcome. If this is your first time visiting my channel, No Sight Required, I want to acknowledge you with a very sincere thank you. Thank you. And if you're not a newbie to my channel, I want to also acknowledge you as well. Thank you for coming back. For those who are not familiar with me or my channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Amber, and I'm well known as the blind girl who sees by way of my heart and not my eyes. Now, I do have extreme low vision, and with these pinhole glasses, I can filter out all these lights that are coming at me. And with my accessibility features on my computer, I'm really able to produce these videos. So I'm really, really grateful for that. So who am I? Besides my sight loss, I am a womanpreneur. I'm certified as a happy for no reason trainer. I'm an energy healer as a Reiki master, content creator, public speaker, and an international best-selling author, and all around happy change creator. Now, I do all these things as my purpose and mission in life to assist in helping to raise the human consciousness to a higher level of vibration by way of my being, in order for all of us to live a happy, peaceful, fulfilling life. So this is who I am. This channel now was created from a space within me who knows that it is possible to live fully, harmoniously, and completely whole together while navigating life's storms from a personal and global perspective. So, for it to be possible, however, we together need to realize some fundamental truths. Over many videos, I'm going to be discussing subjects and offering exercises and suggestions that I've learned throughout my own many turbulent storms. Now, I'm not going to go into the messy bits of my life, as I most desire to offer what's more important, what is and isn't working, in order to achieve my mission and do so while respecting what's really valuable and most important to you. And that's your time. So I highly encourage and welcome for us to have an interactive conversation by you actually leaving comments in the section below. We all have a unique imprint, and we can grow and glow together. Now listen, my only request is that whatever comments you leave, that they are for the highest good of all of us and have a powerful, positive vibe. Okay, so today's video is the fifth and the final video of this series titled Life Happens. Now, I could call it something else, but I'm going to keep this video clean, and so life happens. In the previous videos, which I encourage you to go visit and bring you up to speed, so to speak, is about our way of being from a human perspective, and how that really shapes our reality of life. So this video is different in that it takes us, beyond our humanness and branches into a much larger perspective, a deeper understanding of all existence. By understanding this last way of being shared with you from, my own understanding, it will make so much more sense as to how life unfolds for each of us. So let's get started. The last way of being that I'm going to discuss is life happens as you. We are not only interacting with the energy field of all potential possibilities, we are that energy. We are that energy in the field. This energy flows through us, as us, all together as one. Now, I'm sure you've heard this many times. This is an interconnectedness with all of us together. Very simply, we are humanly singular and spiritually collective expressions of the divine, Allah, God, divine source, however you wish to express this universal spirit or power. Now, this universal power is expressing itself through and as us. Now, understand that what we experience through our five senses, it's an illusion. Let me explain as simply as I can, based solely on, well, what I've learned from my mentors. I'm going to do my very, very best to explain about the true nature of our existence. We are not our bodies. That's simplest as I can say it. Our bodies is a temporary earth suit while we navigate our time here on earth. So our bodies, and time for that matter, they're not real. It's all an illusion. We appear by our humanly senses as a human being, having a human experience. But in fact, we are actually a God particle, an energetic vibration that appears to our senses as a human being. Now, this is where you hear the phrase, we are a spiritual entity having a human experience. We are eternal, immortal souls. Our bodies is just a tool for our forever development of our souls. Our purpose in this life is to remember our true nature, being one with all life. So we are not human. We are actually a multidimensional beam of light, a fragment of universal consciousness, pure energy, vibrating at different frequencies. We experience our humanness as a way for our souls to grow and evolve, expressing itself as a unique entity. Our soul never dies, just our bodies are put to rest. So we are not separate from the universe. We simply are the universe. And you know what? Sometimes this can be a real hard pill to swallow for some. So I'm going to refer and use an analogy that helps me. If we are to assume that we are a single drop of water in a huge body of water called the ocean, let's say, then we also need to assume that as a single drop, we are also the ocean, the big, huge body of water. This is the oneness with all. So again, we appear separate with our unique fingerprints, that single drop, but we are made of the same, the ocean. So this existence is just a very small part of our total being. So think of it like this. This may be an analogy that works for you. We are a single pixel on a huge virtual screen TV. And not understanding this negates realizing the bigger picture. I could go much, much deeper by explaining that, The double slit experiment, whereby, particles behave differently when observed, and quantum entanglement, quantum jumping, and on and on. And you know what? In later videos, I probably will get into that because you know what? All of that just fascinates me. However, as I said earlier, I really do want to keep this simple and short for now. The underlying truth is this: the universe is connected, it's conscious, and way, way more mysterious than we can actually imagine. We're still figuring things out. So, how do we awaken to this understanding that we are gods, having a human experience for the purpose of knowing itself? The first suggestion is to realize that we are not our identities, our egos, our beliefs, our thoughts, with separate minds. Try this. While sitting quietly, alone, with, no distractions, I just want you to simply notice your thoughts. Just observe them as something you do, not something that you are. And no more. They're just thoughts. Notice them. Now, notice the nothingness between each thought. That is the true you, pure consciousness. We are limitless in nature. However, when we associate ourselves with our limited view through our five senses, our identities, we are unable to fully express ourselves as soul entities, spiritual entities. So every time we encounter a challenge, a crisis, a setback, it is really an opportunity for us to remember our true nature. When faced with a new challenge, do your very best to approach it from not your limited way of being, which I discussed in my previous videos, through our beliefs and thoughts and emotions and actions and our words, but instead go beyond the mind and feel the solutions to your problems through your intuition. Now, I often will say that when I get a hit of a deep knowing that I know is from source, my intuition, I will say that God is calling. And by reviewing our ways of being, we are creating our reality in the third dimension by way of our beingness. Our beingness being our beliefs and our thoughts and our behaviors. So again, I'm going to ask this question. If we know at our core that we are creators, one with all, and co-creating as humans, why not create our individual lives by deliberate design and not by unconscious default? Start at the beginning by observing your limiting beliefs and your thoughts and dig deep for the truth in them. Drop your stories. The fictional screenplays that I talked about earlier. And then you know what? Those screenplays that we just continue to write and write and write. They're all fiction. Validate only by the truth in the individual experiences that you have, and allow yourself the luxury of transforming yourself into a person of true potential. Your doing this will reflect your new human identity, and you will begin to align with the same frequency of that which you deeply desire, resulting in having that which you most desire. So it's be first, then do, resulting in having a beautiful life experience. Then go back to the previous video, Life Happens Because of You, and do the meditative visualization practice again that I offered in that video. This time, however, with the realization that all potential possibilities exist simultaneously. The quantum isn't linear. You are not manifesting, you are actually aligning with the same frequency of the you, the individual having the experience you desire. What you desire is already yours in the quantum right now. We are living in a multi-dimensional reality. We see ourselves in this 3D reality. But this isn't all there is. So what are we doing? We align and then we realize. So I'm going to stop here, as I could go on and on and on. Like I said, these topics are quite fascinating to me. It has been my absolute pleasure spending this time with you and creating these videos, a series of 5 on the topic of life happens. So again, please leave your comments below and have a look at what else I offer in the work that I do. There is free stuff there for you as well. I'm not asking you to, leave your name and your email and your phone number. We don't need that. There is lots of other material where I ask for that commitment from you. So all of the links will be listed below, and I deeply desire, with your help, of course, by liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Again, no sight required. So that together we can raise the vibration of humanity to create a world filled with authentic happiness, joy, peace, harmony, and oneness, expressing our true nature, which is love. I'll see you soon. Have you